Let's try and end this now.
Eliza.
Alright, so who's on the block? What do you got? Or do you have a plan of where you're going?
Eliza. It's high class, sweaty murder. Might as well have it.
Give you this for now. Till otherwise. Didn't bugger off. Oh yeah, like I was talking about Life of Brian.
Yeah.
I was like the fucking dickest part had me giggling. So, like how straight, because how straight they played that. Like,
Lorenzo,
of course,
are you
it's a
there,
joke.
darling? It's been such a long
he had the
time.
fucking
What's the
he had that
special
little fucking
occasion?
elbow fun like
Welcome,
pattern.
Eliza.
Have
I'll
me
be speaking on my
like,
father's
really,
behalf
bruh.
tonight.
Wait,
Forgive me for being terse, but as you may realize, our
just that
business
interrogating
has
look
two
he had.
pressing problems. You've heard about the latest
And
Skullgirl,
I was
presume.
like the fucking how the Centurions
little,
kept
as
running
much
in
as
and out
anyone
to
else.
search that damn hut.
You're doing such a good job keeping her. You have my
I haven't seen that
sympathies,
movie in a
but
while.
I don't do funerals.
That brings
It
us
doesn't
to our
help we're
second
fucking with you
problem.
playing fucking,
The racket you're
old-timey
running.
character.
You think we didn't
oh.
know?
I'm
You've
Brian.
been scheming from all those blood drives,
Like,
Eliza. There's no bigger
So
I
you're
am
jumping at
Spartacus.
the chance
I
to
am
blackmail
Spartacus.
me.
Burn.
It doesn't pay to underestimate your
No,
partners,
you're down for a
does it,
good wind.
darling? I take it you're not asking
Face
for a
down,
song.
man, then.
We both have our secrets to protect.
You know, it's like you're
I
facing
believe
downwind,
these
just
two
kind of out of
problems share
nowhere.
one solution.
I don't know, I kind of face down myself, I'm just saying.
You expect me to hunt the Skullgirl?
Face down,
Honey, I'm
ass up.
sorry, but that's just not my scene. My place is on the
No,
stage.
that one girl's casually just wearing
Don't
a Red Riding Hood
underestimate
outfit.
us.
Dio, no.
We know damn well what you're capable of.
Don't mount
You have a
her.
knack for tracking blood,
Yeah.
just like we do.
Sadly, it's
for
not so much
talent.
mounting. Mounting implies
Of course,
horseback riding.
we
This is
wouldn't
something
send
akin to
you out
more like
alone.
knotting. Let's go with knotting.
That's where I come in.
Cerebella here will ensure that everything goes smoothly.
Brokeback pumpkin.
You can count on me.
Why do I get broke back?
And don't worry, Vitaly. We'll know the cat if we see her
It's
too.
love saying some gay shit.
That's my
So
girl.
does half the fucking internet community.
As for
What's the
you,
point?
Eliza, if you fail,
Mr. Fucking, I can get
we'll have
past
a
the man
conversation
barrier.
Neither of us wants.
You were trying to.
her!
I mean,
Kill her and bring me her heart.
I'm gonna remain neutral on this because here on the Dueling Dragons, we're okay with the LGBT
Oh,
community and all this
Lorenzo,
stuff, but
I
don't
hardly
be a toxic
recognized
asshole.
you.
That's usually
You've
the
grown
caveat.
so
Cheers.
distinguished.
He thinks I'm okay. with
At
it,
least
that's
now I can see why you're so desperate.
Anyway.
Excluding Dio's.
Desperate is when I rip out your
Dio's being
skeleton
picky.
and see if it's more useful to me than you.
Anyway, like I said,
You
moving on
should
to the
hurry
next fucking
before it
subject.
comes to that. Forget the blood scandal.
Let's start with
Your
Eliza.
fans would be in
I
mourning.
go by 80s rules.
She
Two
is
men enter,
evil.
one man leave.
Okay, are we talking like double
The
evil? Or what are we
Medicis
talking?
are breathing down our
Yeah,
necks,
just
but all they
listen
send
to
along
me
is his
speak
little
in the
girl?
first place. That's how
Is
I
this
am.
supposed to be a joke?
But yeah, it's like, again, it's like double.
The Skullgirl must have made
a
quite a dent in their numbers if they're forced to recruit from the
extension of the Skullheart, for lack of a better term.
Vitaly could have sent anyone.
Basically an emissary.
I'm all it takes.
Roughly,
You'll
like,
learn that the hard way if you aren't
kinda
careful.
guys that, like, scouts.
That
Not like
leading
scouts,
weapon of
but
yours may be a
look for the next-
powerhouse in a
the
hat,
next,
but that
candidate.
strength
Yeah,
never
we're talking like
belonged
Silver
to
Surfer
you.
territory.
What are you talking about? It's not that different from you and your
Well,
parasite.
no, it's kind of what I'm getting at. It's like, all right,
Hush,
well, if
hon.
Eliza
I'm
and
impressed
Delmore
that you
will
aren't
be, like, how's that
completely in
different
the
to Eliza?
dark, but I'm more interested in getting this
No, wait,
job over
because
with.
Eliza is actually a double.
Ma'am,
double.
I believe that we may have found our first lead.
She's more questionable.
Too right.
Yeah,
Something
because she'll
smells
do
at a
something
grave,
good,
that's for sure.
but it's still kind of questionable
Come,
if it really
we
is
have work
actually
to do.
good. So she's essentially just a herald for the
Like-
Skullheart. It depends on
Yeah,
I
whoever
can't
it
believe
is.
we got in a
Is the
fight with the
Skullgirl.
princess of all people.
Yeah,
We must look like a pair of
Yeah,
hooligans.
those are mostly neutral. It's just that. Yeah, Eliza.
If she turns out anything like her father, I wouldn't worry about it.
like
Besides, it was
That's what I'm trying to
entirely her
understand.
fault for
Like,
lumping
where
us
does
in with those
Eliza come
mindless,
into play
slouching
on this? Like, you
zombies.
say she's just evil,
You
and it's
think
like, you know,
royalty
from the way I understand the story,
was
Double
a proper
is one of the
posture.
more evil characters in the story.
My,
Because,
my.
again, she's more of a
I thought all
herald
the
of
dead
the
were under the
Skullgirls.
control of the
Again, I think of
Skullgirl.
Silver Surfer
Yeah, you
Galactus
two
for
don't
that
seem
kind
to be.
of cross-examination.
Finally,
Where would
pays
something a
attention.
lot like Eliza come in? Like, are we talking like
Dormammu
levels, or?
Dormammu
She's
levels.
nowhere
I'm
near
just going to
either.
do this because I want to. You can't stop me.
What is it?
Well, what-
Some kind
all
of
right, if she's
ventriloquist
not the
act?
Skullgirl, then
The
what gives
girl's
her
mouth
so much
ain't even
power?
moving.
Let's start there.
Trust me,
Currently,
I've seen
Marie
better.
is the Skullgirl.
Why are we even
Yeah.
listening to this girl anyway? Time's a wasting.
Yes. All right, I'm with you so far.
Wait a second.
But
I thought
Eliza,
you looked familiar.
Her,
You're Eliza, aren't you?
yeah.
Like, she only has allegiance.
I've loved your singing
Okay, well,
since I
what
was a little
makes
girl.
Eliza strong?
And
Let's
you
start
still
there.
look as beautiful as you did
Partially
then.
because she has the parent. She's one of the few characters with a parasite.
That's so flattering of you, Sugar.
Right,
You
so
are
she's got the
quite
same kind of
famous
thing that
yourself.
the hair chick has.
Well, squiggly.
But I'm more
yeah, 'cause,
interested
like,
in
that
whether
parasite
your
is
friend
literally
remembers
all
me.
that Eliza is literally the entire skeleton.
Mate.
Is the parasite.
Okay, that's what I need. Thank you.
It can't be. You should be
That
dead.
is the parasite and is
Whoa,
Eliza.
whoa, whoa. Are you nuts? You're gonna blow your cover.
You should be dead. I mean
Don't
even
worry,
Squiggly's
he's known
parasite
me for a
fucking like, I
long
know
time,
you.
sweetie.
You forgetting that pain.
Leviathan, I know we've had our differences, but I must
Yeah,
know if I can count
yeah. I
thought
on
that
your
was added
support in these
after.
troubled
Well,
times.
That's part of the parasite.
Surely you've
Yeah,
thought of
it is.
reclaiming your rightful place as a
But yeah,
peon,
like that's what I was
just
trying to
as
figure out.
I
It's like, all right,
have.
well, it's like, how
Or
does
has the proud
how
serpent
does
I knew
Eliza
been reduced
become
to
so
a
strong?
worm,
It's like, you know, 'cause
digging his way through
like
a
I can understand
rotten
like
apple?
characters like Misfortune. It's like, you know,
My
she's
place
powered
is
up by
with
the
those
gems
who
and stuff
share
like
my
that. So that puts her in the same contention.
Together we protect what we can. That has always been where I take my pride.
Yeah.
That's
And
power
look
by
where
itself. I
pride has
believe.
led you. My life, on the other hand, has been rosy.
Only by hiding your true nature. But I can see that it has reemerged.
Instant.
No, well, yeah, but
Whatever purpose has awakened you, you must be stopped.
the way I understood, you could.
Someone who knows
Well,
Our Lady, but not well
And
enough to
everyone's
stay out of
ending is not 100%. There's no 100%.
Time for your return trip to the
Everyone has their own
underworld,
specific
worm.
ending, like old arcade ladders. But there's only specific endings that can link up to each other.
The thing is that
The diva you so admire is nothing more than a blood-drenched idol. In our time, she called herself Neferu, but we knew her as the Crimson Scourge.
Canonically died.
The others,
And they
mere
go
lackeys.
move on.
Hey,
And
wait a
Skullgirl is left to up to
No one has called me that in ages.
Because like only one
Brings back
girl
such
can be a
beautiful
Skullgirl.
memories.
Yes, I remember that.
It is
So,
past
and-
time for us to catch up, Leviathan.
Like,
It's
man,
been
makes
far too long.
I even told the guy who made this one comic, I was like,
Oh,
like, you
Leviathan,
just
you
have
should have
not-
stayed
Buried.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Life
it's
Gem.
I remember that. I remember that comic.
Guy just jumped out.
Yeah, because for literally just out of the life gem. The life gem just that should
Well,
work.
again, the life gem's what's keeping her alive.
Yeah, because the life gem has technically been is biodegradable for whatever reason to keep that keeps it alive.
Again, it's spot relevant for the character, which I'm not gonna knock it again. It's like a fucking Bird Stupider thing.
Renina tech.
I mean, there is a canon Skullgirls comic actually going through of how things are happening, how things are just supposed to.
Yeah, but I'm talking about
Sarah Bell.
She who mauls.
Yeah. Well, I mean, even by context, it's like, you know, if I sit there and made a story based around like Fulgor or something like that, I probably would make it around the first Fulgor, because canonically the first Fulgor dies.
And the second
So,
one.
Yeah.
You really
It would be
thought
full
you
Gore
could
Mark
win,
3
Leviathan?
or
You picked up some
2.5, depending on how
tricks,
you
but
want to do your
Or I
still,
would also,
it's a miracle you're moving at all, attached to that
another
dead
one off the
weight.
production line, because I know Fulgur 1 was a prototype, and he didn't become fully like full entourage.
Patience,
Well,
my
no,
lady.
in the
For now, we must exercise
Fulgur Mark
discretion
1
and withdraw.
was a prototype. Said so in the manual.
You ain't
and, like, he was
going
a test
nowhere,
basis for Ultratech, and like they put him into the KI tournament, and it's like he didn't become full ours Fulgurs until after he beat
How
it.
does
So that's
she
also
move
not
like
a
that?
non-canonical
She ain't that
ending.
fast.
From what I could see, she and
but
that parasite appear to be
I
moving
think
you.
I could make an argument. It's like you could probably
A
sit there and
talent
say
I
that
didn't
it's
know
just a
they
different
had,
version
and
of
one that
Fulgur
could be
2,
useful if
but I don't know.
Leviathan
I need to
understood
actually
who
sit
to
down and play
serve.
through
Try
KI
and remember that
Gold
you're not the one in
one of
charge
these
here,
days.
lady.
'Cause I've never actually fucking
I
sat down
can
and beat
assure
KI
you
Gold.
that interaction
Like,
was
the closest
strictly
thing we can get to a
professional.
canonical ending in Skullgirls
Besides,
was the
you
one
were
part
the
in
one who
Doubles ending where it just
suspected
has
them,
the
dear.
two girls playing the game. Like that's
It
the
was
closest
pretty
thing you're
obvious
probably
you
gonna
wanted
get.
to catch up with your
Like that,
little
yeah, I
buddy
remember
there.
Like that was treated like it was a
Your
damn
drama
joke,
is not my drama.
But,
What,
Joke.
Double Ending?
Understand?
Yeah,
in a way.
I think
Like
this
you had
one
that
needs to learn
serious,
some
Like,
manners.
then he goes to that next
Don't
scene where
mind
it's like
her,
two
Horace.
daughters are
We were
playing,
all that
like,
young
video
once.
games and like that. Like we had a joke
In
ending now.
fact,
Like, they're just
she's
like-
a
Yeah,
surprising
because like
amount of
even
fun.
the person who said
It's
like, oh yeah,
already
that
been such an
the person who
eventful
made the game
evening.
said, yeah, those are Double's
Elvis,
daughters, and they're
the
actually
scent
just
of
playing the
blood
game of
is in the
Skullgirls,
air.
like how you're
Start
playing.
the
Like,
car.
so what you're saying is they're just running
You
through the
got it,
actual
boss.
story, like playing the games how we are. Well, is that the canon ending? People are asking. He just could be.
Man, what a dump.
But like that's
I
Why
would
are
sit
we
there and
out
joke. It's
here?
like, nah, she's just playing
This is the
online.
last place we find the Skullgirl.
yeah, but that's kind of that's kind of
Because
what I
I
mean by
smell
how like
something
it's
delectable.
Each character's
An
story mode is
aromatic
just a
trail of
standalone,
blood
like,
from one
Yeah.
who should be but
in
a money
Skullgirls,
by
like, If you play
now.
Dawson's story and Dio dies,
all
like
I
Dio's
smell
dead.
is
Like
fish.
that's it.
And all I see is
Even
a
by the end of
crappy
Dawson's
looking
story, like
Dagonian
Dio's dead. He's not
restaurant.
coming back.
Probably because that's
Well,
stupid
yeah, but
and
it's like if
lots
you're going by
of
that
you.
line,
Not
it's like,
you know good
but
food
the
when you
inverse
see
is
it
true on
anyway.
the other side of the coin, where it's like, oh, and
It's the
Dio's story
caliber of
fucking
a
Doc
Kelly
dies.
Wand.
It's like,
Eliza, we've got to grab
that's what
her.
I'm getting at. It's like, are you talking like
Hey,
straight
you!
parallel worlds
You
kind of thing,
better
or just
hand
you know
over the
that's
life
just
gem
the
you
accepting
stole
of what
from
you're
us.
doing kind of deal?
Finders
It's
keepers.
basically his own timeline,
5-finger
because,
discounts
like,
in the
in
DG
Cerebellum-
Okay,
way.
that's what I
Life
need.
gem.
That's all I need. Thank
Great
you.
Osiris!
Like, in a way, 'cause in
Of all
Cerebellum's
the
ending, Nadia
stories,
dies.
that was
basically.
Lorenzo's secret?
And
And now
in
he's
Eliza's
lost it to
story,
a thief?
Cerebella dies.
How funny!
So yeah,
Tell
so
me,
we're talking straight like
is that the
multi-reality kind of thing.
seasoning
So,
that
okay,
makes your
I'm down with
blood
that.
so
I'm cool.
piquant?
Basically, like
I'm
classic
just
the
aching to
classic
get a draw.
MK
Me best debt,
arcade
forgive
runs.
me.
That's basically
Yeah.
everyone. Oh
I
yeah,
don't
everyone
think
has
so, crazy
defeated the
cat
big
lady.
bad, and
All
his
you're
their
getting is
personal
hospital
ending.
fees.
Period. It doesn't really correlate with the main story, but it's just
Forbidden
that.
fruit is
Well,
the
honestly, like I
most
kind of,
tempting.
and I know it's kind of a weird one,
Ladies
but
and
I always go for like the
gentlemen,
Twisted Metal ones,
it's
like
time.
those, like oh, you want to talk about like different story things? It's like that Twisted Metal fucking its own fucking
The lady of slaughter.
Like what makes stories like this good to me is because there's actual story. So like that's why I think the longer character stories, my favorite ending is I like the fact that she basically
Grind you in the dirt. We'll grind you in the dirt.
He's like, no, come after me, they will kill me.
Put me out of my misery.
That's why I think like fucking Valentine's Squad. And you see Bane will like taking off his mask and grabbing his
Grind you in the dirt.
I like that. That's my favorite.
No, I can do it. But yeah, no, that's kind of what I'm getting at the concept. Yeah, it's like, you know, and it's kind of a weird thing to say, it's like, you know, technically, on paper, is like, technically Twisted Metal has canonic endings because there's certain endings that lead to each other kind of thing. But Skullgirls doesn't have that benefit because Twisted Metal has been a fucking franchise for many years. Skullgirls has only had, well,
I
its
guess
original
it's a
game and then the
catty-cat
second
world.
Encore kind of thing. Like, they haven't
I
even
forgot
had made
how
it to a
sweet
second
the
game
hunt
yet.
was.
Actually,
I
to
feel
get
more
back,
alive than I
Skullgirl
have in
has-
years. Oh
There's a
boys,
first game.
there's
can
a
you
mobile
help me
game
wrap up
that's
my
basically a prequel
leftovers?
to this game.
I'll be taking her to
Okay.
go.
So yeah,
Well,
there's the
that's-
original
that-
game,
that-
the prequel game, and then this game officially.
Let me out! You're
Well,
trying
yeah,
to
but
your
it's like
jump,
this is
not
more or
me!
less just an extension of the
Oh,
original game.
we ain't
You know, and
letting
that's
the
no
cat
respects.
out of
Like
this
again, this
doggy
is fantastic.
bag.
It's like, you know, I'm happy they fucking extended the original game, but yeah, it's still this is not the next chapter.
That
This is
takes
just,
care of
well,
that.
we're just reading more.
I wonder how they'll get the gem out of her.
But at the same time,
Yeah.
like the reason it's called
I'd worry
second
about
Encore
myself if
because
I
of the
were
whole
you.
Konami issue.
The life gem is
Yeah,
a forgotten myth,
yeah, that's
and your
getting
boss
into
will
some
want to
plot-
keep
well,
it that
that's getting
way.
into some business bullshit.
Watch
Really,
it.
we
I
can't
have
really
the life
speak
that
on
I do
too
now
properly, for
because
lack
of
of better
Tower.
terms.
You don't know a thing about
I mean,
the
obviously the
Medici.
highlights are out there in the
Your
wind.
employers maintain a
Like, that gets
generous
into a lot of
image,
business
but if you
transactions.
knew
Like,
the
you know, a lot of that
things
shit's
they'll
done by
do for a
doors that's never
profit.
going to see the light of day.
Oh, but we're here. Excellent.
Essentially.
Why are we at your place?
Oh, I will say, you know, Eliza, she's got some.
Did you really think I'd
got
hand
some
over a
pots of land on her.
scrumptious little treat like her to
Those
that
aren't real dogs.
little fool Lorenzo?
Who cares if
Not
they're real? They're in
really.
front of me.
I sort of thought you might double cross us.
Doss, you remember the movie?
Oh
You
my.
remember the anime
It
Wicked
looks
City,
like
right?
you're a better judge of character
And as
than I
far as,
thought.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I did consider
yeah, you
going
try to grab a
along with
handful, that
Vitaly's
handful's gonna
game
grab
when he
you back.
twisted my arm.
Actually, I
Sitting on
saw
the
a
sidelines,
non-H
never
movie
to
that
taste
had
the
that very
thrill of
plot line.
victory.
Yeah! You're like, oh yeah, just
I'm
grab her
keeping
tits,
my
and then her
cute
tits
new
grab you.
drinking
Excuse me?
But don't worry.
Actually, but then I've also
Skullgirl
seen like
or
3 H
no,
movies where that
your
actually did
friends
happen too.
won't
That's
be
the whole thing.
around to miss
Hey,
her.
angry.
What? Spider?
There's
Spider
no way I'll let
vagina.
you do this. I've been waiting for
Oh,
an excuse to
dude!
shut
Oh,
you up.
God!
What?
What was it?
Same
was
here,
that fucking
clown.
movie?
Let's go.
If you've seen Wicked City, you would know.
You'll regret
Oh.
crossing paths with the Crimson Sky.
Sarabella, dear. I fear
I did remember it until I had to, like, oh, right, yeah.
Okay,
That
Tokyo
scene.
Oh, Tokyo Ghoul Police.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime.
Step abroad.
If you like B movies, it's a fantastic movie. Well, Neil, do you remember when we watched that 1H movie and you're like, every time they do something that makes you go, what the fuck, you have to bring? Yeah. Alright, this is a B movie that does something equivalent, where it's like, you're watching, it's like, what? Wait, that's what? There's so many fucking moments in this fucking movie that's like, what the fuck is going on? Like, I remember like the final boss of the movie, he stabs himself in the leg with needles
You might have beaten me.
that are basically like
can't beat the
super
entire
adrenaline
Medici
kind of thing
family.
goes along. And this is after he gets
they
his
don't
legs
talk
chopped
about
off.
me in the history
And
books.
he starts
But if
flying
you saw
around
my
the room
resume,
on fountains
you'd
of
know
blood.
I was
What the
overqualified
fuck?
for that little job.
Yes. And that is one of the
You're
milder things.
Just
in the
some
movie.
nut job with a parasite.
I can get into the discussion about this.
That lack of perspective.
Ooh, man, it's like an
Something I'll have to
interesting
fix
some of
along
this
the way.
It's already an 18 plus stream, so yeah, this is as far as we kind of go. But yeah, Eliza.
It gets a lot more intimate. I'm just gonna leave it there.
Yeah,
Yep.
because Eliza
Well,
essentially just kind of,
blood.
yeah, drinks her blood,
Yeah,
and she
I do so
and
love
she gains
blood
power
fresh from the
basically
source.
drinking
There's no
people's
comparison.
blood accordingly. Since
Even
Miss
after
Fortune has a
tasting
life
that
gem
of
and
an
cannot
immortal.
die, she's essentially going to turn into a
wonder
fiber
what the
reserve
blood of a
just an
Skullgirl
unlimited
tastes
supply of
like.
the everything she needs to.
It would
just-
Oh,
be
so I see we're
easier to
going
let her
way
keep
too
tearing at the
Essentially,
Medici.
But
I
now
let
your
her still let
subject is
opportunities
immortal,
slip
essentially.
by.
Also,
Not when
it comes
I
to
could
power,
now.
power in
It's
this
time
game
to
is
find her.
skill based, so it's really just how like the characters utilize their abilities. Like yeah, we got.
Oh
we
yeah,
all-
there's no like really
this
like
blood in the air
hulking
makes me
monster
nostalgic.
kind of mentality.
I
Or something like
couldn't ask for a
Nemesis.
better
It's just a
invitation.
simple example I reach for.
Yeah, I always
So,
feel
as
so
far as the Hulk
cozy
thing,
in
that would
places
probably
like
be
this.
closer to-
I don't know.
Big
There's
band.
just something
I think
homely
the
about
closest
the
would be
atmosphere.
Samson,
I just don't
because
get
he can like
into
spurg
some
out, but that depends on how you use it.
Right.
Because he kind of
That
holds
depends.
himself back
Do you
because
take confessions?
of Philia.
A pharaoh.
Well, and yeah, I see where you're going with that, but no, it's like
Leviathan wasn't
I
just food.
like there's like even with Samson, yes, can he Hulk out? Sure,
You
but
deserve
that's
to be dead.
not really what he
But it
can he
ain't
do it?
all
Yes. Does he do it all the
I
time?
did
No.
always dream about being the
That's
cause.
what I'm getting at.
Samson,
something like,
After
again,
so
it's like,
long, I was hoping you
for
had a
lack of
change of
better
heart.
terminology, is like my mentality, where it's like, oh yeah,
But
it's
it must be
like,
fate
I don't
that we meet
have to
tonight
dodge
of
your
all
shit, because I can
nights.
take a hit or
Help
two.
me teach these cattle who their gods are
I
again.
think the only character that can
You're the
basically
reason
throw,
they hate us.
like a fucking
Reason Delilah had to die.
baby Vegeta fucking
You're the
Ben
one who
Brawl
ruined everything
of
we
death
had.
will be whoever
So you
is the
say
Skullgirl.
that Delilah
Yeah.
is
Yeah,
in
and
the
that would
distant
make sense.
past.
But
Either
as a
way, she'd
Skullgirl,
be
I
only a
think it's
memory
because
by
only-
now.
I think only Marika
You
do it,
could
but I
have
think
an
the
eternal
Skullgirl
queen,
also
yet
has
you
the power
cling to
over
that phantom.
Basically, you're basically also a necromancer too.
Yeah, like
Question.
anything that has
Yeah,
died
no,
altogether.
that's pretty made.
All
That's
I
made
got
pretty
was
obvious if
she's
you
evil.
sit there and watch the boss fight. She's clearly a
didn't warn
necromancer.
you.
Like,
Back
but
in
I'm
the
not sure
day,
that's only
her
a thing Marie
schemes just
does.
about trashed the whole
No, all the
damn
Skullgirls
world.
can. All the Skullgirls can do it. That's actually confirmed.
The only
Because with
reason
each
she's here
Skullgirl,
now
they get more
is that she's
powerful
gonna do
because
it again
the way the
using the
Skullheart
Skullheart.
works, it works off the experience of the previous Skullgirl too.
Humankind
so,
twists
since
the facts
Marie
of our
has it
lives
now,
into fairy
she has
tales.
all the experience and
grace
knowledge
them
of the
with our
previous
power as their
Skullgirls
champions, and they
in total.
call us
So whatever they
parasites,
could
or
do
reduce
before,
our brethren
Marie
to
can
mere
actually do it,
tools.
as well.
I'm just
Actually, kind of
taking what
reminds
has
me of a
always
weird
belonged
movie,
to us,
You ever seen
dear.
Demon Knights?
I know you're one self-obsessed piece of work, but
Yeah, that
things
one.
only turned out that way because of you.
Yeah,
And no matter how you
Broski!
pretty it up, you're still talking
No,
about
actually, it's one
wrecking
of
the
my fucking
world
favorite Tales
and
from the Crypt stories.
enslaving
Like, it's
people.
legitimately good. If you have not seen it, it's fucking
I'm
like,
in over
do
my
yourself
head.
service, find it, kind of
There's
thing.
so many
Listen,
Tales
we've
of the
gotta
Crypt
stop her.
stories. I can't tell.
It ain't happening, love.
No. This is not just a story.
away
This is
from
one of
Madame
the
Eliza.
like 3 movies of the Tales of Crypt,
How
so it's easier to
amusing.
find.
Do
I
you
still say
really
Bordello
think you
will
can
blow.
stop me, child?
Bordeaux's fun, but it's stupid.
Let's gauge your worth as Samson's
And
host.
as a person who appreciates stupid movies, like I will take fucking Demon Knight any day
Watch
over
and
Bordeaux.
learn.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Demon Knight was stupidly good. Demon Knight did not have to go that hard, and it did.
Well, they did it. They had
That's my point. It's like the characters all
Grind
wrong.
you in the
Fucking sit there and blow Bordeaux out. Yeah, they were just strong, and that was what made them fucking interesting.
Grind you in the dirt. Grind you in the dirt.
Straight up, that is literally the line of the movie. It's fucking fantastic, and I highly recommend it.
Grind you in the dirt.
I won't go into the end game because again, I really do want you to watch it. It's a good movie, but it also like it has one of the bigger fucking things. Where it's like the main character is a sleeper character, and you don't even realize it until you're at the end of the movie.
Prepare the limo.
Well, like, technically, everyone was kind of a main character.
Predictable.
I would argue there's
She is not
probably
half
about
the vessel
3
Delilah
main characters.
was.
2 are
And even
obvious. One's a
Delilah was
sleeper, and the
unworthy
sleeper's
of
the one
you.
that's like, oh, dude, that's fucking fantastic.
The
I really
years
like
have
that
been
you did
cruel
that
to
kind of thing.
you, but
It's
there's
like,
still
'cause
time.
Demon Knight is like
Think
that's-
about what you
that's
could
kind of what
become.
Horror's done right, but at the same
Consider
time,
what I will achieve, with or without
This
you.
is why I kind of like missed the 90s in a way, because like you had a bunch of like
Not
no-name
now,
actors,
kid.
but then
Not now.
it kind of put you on the edge of the seat of
We gotta
like,
regroup.
I don't know. Billy Zane have been in a bunch of
I
shit.
know.
And fucking
yeah,
main
I
guy.
know,
wish
but
on the
like,
heart.
so
the
but
one
aside
thing
from
we
Billy
got
Zane
is
as the
time.
Demon Knight, it's like when you
Well-
look at everybody else, it's like, oh, that's Jada Pinkett Smith. That's I don't know who she is. Is that Dick Clark and so on and so forth? But it's
Yeah,
like, you
and then
you-
what's his nuts? The guy,
like you
the guy
actually
holding the
didn't know who
jar. He's been in a bunch of shit too.
the Flash.
Like those are the Flash.
Odd. The
Sorry.
sentence
But
here.
yeah, the guy
and
holding the
this
flask
place
and
is
Billy
dry
Zane,
as a
fucking like they had
bone.
both been in shit before, and it's like they're both
Don't
fucking
chew
great
it.
actors, and they steal the show when given to them.
It's
It
you
wasn't Kyle
pooping on the
Reese,
menu,
was it?
bird brain.
Ooh, I think
It
you're
makes
right,
no
actually,
difference.
from like the
The
original
power
run.
coursing through that heart is all that
I
I
have to fucking
need.
dig that up.
I
now.
must
Hold on.
thank the Medicis for sending me this way.
I'm not sure. I'm
I know who you're
correct.
talking
You
about.
work for
Yeah.
Lorenzo
Like you
Medici.
had the character, you had characters
We
that
had
had to
a
die,
fleeting
so,
association.
Like, you could, like the point across
It's
like,
over.
what kind of movie this is gonna be. But
His stink won't wash off so quickly.
A character you wouldn't
This
care
chamber
about
is lined
per
with the
se.
corpses
Right,
of Gucci
all
scum.
like real
And
characters.
welcome a chance
Like
to add
each
another.
character had their own
Girl,
thing. The thing
you
is,
are
it
making
wasn't
a
like
mess
this
you
big
can't
in-depth,
clean
like,
up. You should have
such and
stuck
such.
the
And
house.
the thing is, the Demon Knight would use
No,
like their
Her
weaknesses against
overconfidence
them,
only
and
makes
that's how.
my
Oh, and it
job
was so
easier.
good.
And
I hope your
that's the thing,
lapdog
like,
knows
I'm
he
not
will be
saying
buried
like
with his
any
owner.
of the characters were worse than the other. It's just that each character felt fully fleshed out, despite the fact that they had such like short runtime. Like you had a postal worker, you had a prostitute, you had the hotel manager, you had like top B, and
Ladies and gentlemen, it's
like I said, when that hotel manager, he was like a fucking
Oh, I'd use one with their shirt and all that. Because again, the whole thing is like, you know, it's like, hey, I can give you back your arm. It's like, is that you saying yes? No, it's me giving you the finger.
yeah, it's like she just pointed her hand.
That's some shit Das would do. Yeah, Das was missing his arm. Like, oh, you give me. Okay, you ready to go? No, that's
I'm gonna flip you off with the hand I don't have anymore.
Exactly.
That's a special kind of petty.
Call me Tom and stand me at the gates of hell, man.
I would say, man, your fucking demon bit off my fucking arm. I'm dead.
Serve me!
Like, so it's like, I think that's like birds from kind of movie, but
Yeah, I'm a home invasion. I see where you're going with that. But, I would not.
it's like enemies trying to break in. That's what it is.
I understand what you're saying. That's rip and tearing kind of thing.
Again, it's like that's what I mean. You had like smart cops, but one had to die because he caught off guard.
Yeah, and like they called Billy Zane on his bullshit, and about that time he got fucked in the ass.
Yeah, like he didn't die because of like what he did. He didn't see it coming. Like,
Well, I mean, yeah, it's like how, like, they weren't expecting the idea of, like, you know, basically, that's not practical knowledge. The only one in the room is the Blast Bearer that would understand that. But, again, it's like, but, like, Demon Knight was such a good movie that I literally had a VHS copy of it that was just sitting and rotting in my fucking, like, back catalog kind of thing. And I, like, well, and it's not for them. Like, I grabbed things and I didn't have fuck it, I don't need it anymore. And, like, they paid good dollars for me to fucking sell them my VHS copy.
Good on me.
Kind of like a sexy Billy Zane.
Ugh, no blood at all.
Billy
Just
Zane is
more
sexy, even though
bone.
I'm not into men.
Skullheart. You should have chosen a
I
lively
remember, did Billy
host.
Zane do the Phantom before or after Demon Knight?
I've found you.
You know, the Ghost Who Walked.
Talking
What?
about the opera?
The
No,
crimson.
I kind of want to. The Ghost Who Walked. Phantom, the purple.
Oh, that Phantom! Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not used to anybody else talking about that Phantom.
Yeah, I'm just over here thinking like this.
And Das, look now, this is where Double loses her shit.
Keep it away from Eliza.
There's plot happening.
What
Betrayer!
is that thing?
It was you! You murdered them!
I'm about to eat your goddamn life.
You killed my
Liza
daughter!
is the only
Destroyed my kingdom!
She's on everybody's shit
Lamia?
list.
Whatever it is, it carries her grudge. Before this thing pulls itself together, I need to find a way out. But how?
Throughout the entire movie, the Demon Knight really tries to get in people's heads too. So that's like.
Well, that was the thing that made him really interesting, to be honest with you.
I
It's like,
see
he was
now.
good at what he did.
And it's
But anyway,
like,
confirm.
never should have let
so
me
Demon Knight
reach
was
this
95,
place.
Phantom was 96.
Come on, boys.
me and my sister would always joke how the Phantom was like the movie.
What?
Like,
Through that!
You want to
I
take
mean,
your chances up
yeah,
here?
I see where you're going with that. I get it.
I just love how our goons were like, fuck it, we're out. I don't want to deal with this thing. Whatever this thing is, I don't want to fight it. I'm following the boss.
Well, this is some Eldritch shit, and I'm not paid enough for this.
Right? Like, the boss is going this way. Now she's powered up by blood.
Much better.
You thought that was a problem before.
You see? Everything that belongs to you was always destined to be mine.
It's like Doth when he fucking lands in a pile of French soil. Oh god, yeah.
What's this? They have volcanic ash in this one? Oh, now I'm ready for action.
I think not. I'm the one in my element here. Shadow Evolution. It reminds me of that Feral's blood. Perhaps
Demon
not
Knight.
rich,
In
but
regard
I
to
have
Billy's
more
name,
than
or
I
what are you
need.
talking about?
Far more.
Like if you're gonna play Armored
Gaze
Core,
into the
it's
face
not
of your
you jack shit.
Okay.
You gonna learn today.
No, I mean, that's fair, and I can dig that. Are you asking us for it, or what are you going at?
No, he's saying in general what he does. He goes into spoiler-free mode if he's talking about something you like.
The clutches of
I'm
eternity.
like
Oh, okay. So we're on the same page, yeah. Like, that's where I'm at. It's like, yeah, I would 100% fucking like spoil the shit out of this. Because, like, I sit there and thought it was like any less urban.
No mercy.
Like, if it's a movie I don't give a shit about, like, yeah, I'll just say it.
Yeah, I know. It's like, that's why I didn't feel bad about talking about the Marvels. It's like, yeah, no, this movie was kind of bad. So it's like, I don't feel bad about spoiling this shit.
It is time
No, it
to
was
join
rough.
your
It's still not the
daughters.
worst Marvel movie, but it was rough.
After misogynistic, we actually have objective opinions about
If it weren't consumed
No,
by
like,
a
here's
vendetta,
the
the
funny thing
Skullheart
about it.
could have been useful to me.
Like,
But
the
like the
Marvel
ghost that haunts
fucking,
it,
like, they don't
it no
really,
longer
like,
matters.
fix the problem that was
This
Captain
is
Marvel in
not
the movie.
over.
In fact, if anything, they
No
made it
matter
worse.
how long you avoid death, there will
Pretty
come
much,
a
actually.
reckoning.
Like, that's the plot of the fucking movie. I'm not even making it up.
And you are done clinging to this world.
Like trying to talk about, like trying to be spoiler free with a movie like Demon Knight.
Come, my servants. It is time to retire, relax, and to plan.
No, I understand that, but it's like there's reasons why I'm like
Settle
cutting
one of
it to
your
like
old
the first
rivalries,
third of
man.
the movie because the first third of the movie I don't really count as spoilers.
You could say
like,
that.
most of that's in the commercial.
It's
to be honest
ancient
with you.
history.
Uh,
Whoever she was.
The
That
best part of the
said,
movie
though-
is a commercial.
It hardly makes a difference now.
Going across the damn screen.
Good enough for me.
Okay?
All I need to know is that it's high time.
No, but it's like even then it's like there's the big twist at the 2/3 mark, and
Eventually,
like,
the
that's the
Medici
part
will
where it's like,
realize I
that's
don't
what's
have the
interesting.
heart.
That's
I
what's
see where they
really kinda
censored
old.
this
Before
scene. They
that
literally just put
happens,
root on top
I
of
could
the
use that
can.
delicious
Not even.
snack to lure
No, the
Lorenzo
can said
out.
didn't have root on
Or-
top of it before because it was just straight up just beer.
It's over to Faru. Time to try you
Surprised
out.
it isn't, to be honest.
There
It's
is no
supposed to
way
be
we
beer. They
will
put
remain
root on
idle
top
to
of it. Like,
spin
oh yeah,
your
here's
web once
your
again.
awkward sensor. Like,
We've come to put an end to
freaking
your
hieroglyphics or beer on top of it.
Who thinks this is a fucking kid's
I
game?
expected you
Seriously,
to show
though.
up. Perhaps sooner than
I mean, I
had
guess if you want to
anticipated.
dodge the
Let me
fucking
guess,
AO
the
rating or
corpse
some
doesn't
crap
have
like
much
that, I
time
can see
left.
it. But at the same time, it's like,
Me personally, I would be that guy. Like,
It's
oh,
four
you
against
need to
two.
censor the game. I would do the opposite of that. I would make it more sexy, out of
well,
spite.
they've
we
done
count?
that before, and then we're like,
I don't think they
got
care
that.
about
It's
us.
like you gotta remember, it's like games that
I
aren't
admire your
like
resolve, but you
crowdsourced
must know the
funded
true
or
strength
funded
of a
like this,
Theon
where it's like,
lies in the bond
fighting
with
game
their avatar.
fanatics for fighting game people. Something like Skullgirls, especially, is like, yeah, it's like you have to sell this to people that will turn around and produce the game.
That
That's where the
being
money
the
comes
case,
from.
it's more like
This being
4 against 1. But think a little bit
Crowdfunded.
Like
Yeah.
saying, there's a Skullgirl in real life. That's how this got
Skulls for the
Okay.
skull throne! Blood for the blood god! Anyway, this was crowdfunded and people kind of liked it because it was kind of slightly
And I can handle scary.
adult to a degree.
Only a perfect fool
Well, I mean,
could
it's the
fail
same
to
fucking
recognize
thing
the
that
face
made
of
Mortal
divinity.
Kombat like super interesting the first time around because it's like it wasn't meant for kids. It's like, oh yeah, no, it's like we're gonna straight up rip somebody's spine out. It's like, if you're okay with it, we're here. There's no reason. It's like I kind of
Go now.
like I understand it, but I don't like it. like whenever you go into like any kind of like internet search or fucking like demographic of like web searching or anything like that, it's like usually the page search is already set on. It's like no, fucking give me the fucking raw shit. I want to see this fucking interesting.
Give me a reason to have safe shirt on. That's basically what you're talking about.
Well, yeah, I mean, because again, like, you know, I like darker stories. I like more interesting comment. I like adult content, and not just for the age game variety. I enjoy a fucking novel world where it's like, oh yeah, talk to me like I'm a goddamn adult. We move on. I know. No, it's like, it's there. You just have to get it. And I suppose that's the idea, but still.
It's just not going to be very hard. I know a lot of people are worried about how, like, I'm going to have, like,
define normal.
You're going to have to look for, like, you know,
It's gonna be same across the board, yeah. Well, that's one of the reasons I kind of like these movies to a lot of degrees, because the fact it's like, you know, they're so real.
Look on ye, mighty and despair.
So-called realism of AAA.
Right, exactly. It's like, you know, again, the dialogue's a little hokey sometimes, but it's like, you know, the characters they're fucking portraying fucking make a lot more sense.
And then you kind of care more for the characters if they die or they
You fought better than I expected.
Right, I mean, it's like,
Death is the
even like
fate of
something
all
weird, something
mortals.
like, you know, Jason X, which, again, is not the best in the franchise, is like...
It's so
Eliza,
goofy,
take
but
her
it's
to the
fun
crypt.
to watch.
If the Skullheart
Right,
returns,
but
she
that's
will
the
awaken.
thing. Life
A
is
crude
goofy,
alarm we
and
can make
it's
use
awkward,
of.
and it's
find
nonsensical.
her
It's like,
guest
I can
room.
see it. I can see
It'll
where
be
these are real
cramped, but
characters. Are they
most
smart
chambers
characters?
have a
No,
certain
God, no.
old world charm.
They're real.
As for you,
Like
Philia,
when you watch
Samson
the first Leprechaun
deserves
for the
a
first
better
time,
host.
it's like, you know, you
Yeah,
kinda
that's
wanna
another
one
see-
who can help him
You
see
kind
the
of want to see
world more
everybody work
clearly.
and pull together, trying to
Don't you
get
touch
through
her!
this little past.
I don't believe you're in any position to do a thing about it.
2 and 3 kind of have the whole, like, you know, the people that die are
But
like,
for now,
kind of myself
we'll
and
let
a
you keep him
jackass.
company until we find someone more suitable.
Goddamn,
They-
she's straight removing Samson.
She's trying to, but fuck it. Might as well just keep them under wraps right now.
I'm just kind of...
Bonnie.
Well,
As much as I
there's
enjoy
a
these
whole
games,
subgenre for
their
that.
scale is
Yeah, she's
far
all
too
into that.
small. It is time for a new kingdom and a new age.
Think about it. Misfortune
This
is an infinite
world
blood
so
fountain.
badly
And
needs a wake-up
Eliza,
call.
well, I can just go get me some sip right now.
Shall I prepare the car?
My supply is not going to run dry anytime
I'll be going
soon.
out on my own tonight.
Kind of like, at least like 4 H games that prescribe.
Yeah, since Skull
Go away.
Civilization
Because
has
in
made
usually
so
keeping a
many
Squiggly in her
advances.
crypt, you'll know when the
But
Skullheart
some
is around, because,
problems are
Squiggly's
eternal.
awakened again.
A strong leader is always required.
Like, the thing is, Dawson's manipulated by the Skullgirls. Like,
I
I'm
will
not
remind
exactly
them
what it
who
is.
stands.
Like,
at
stop
your
him!
base.
Like, stop him right now! Like,
I'm going to
No.
put on a show for the whole world.
oh no, there's a trillion other
And
things
as
going
usual,
through the streets of
the
Kennedy.
Medici will supply
How
me
do you know
the
that was Dawson? He's
stage.
heading towards the liquor store.
he's heading directly to the bar while everyone's panicking and running around.
Like, Neil's on a balcony somewhere, like, well, there's Dawson. That's Dawson. But he's heading towards the liquor store. He's the only undead that's doing it.
The only guy in the jack-o'-lantern going towards the liquor store. And
He just closed wide a zombie and threw him into the
Oh,
fucking window
psych!
so he can get through the door.
roll credits. Psych. Like, bitch, I ain't dead
Oh,
yet.
up
Not
now.
told. This is not
Okay,
over.
kaiju fight. That would be fucking kind of cool, actually.
That's what I wanted so fucking much. Like, yeah, now here's the roll credits.